Hey, Jesus. Hey, Lazarus. How are you? I'm doing very good. How are your sisters? Well, let me tell you, one let me tell you, one is cooking, the other one is doing laundry, and the two of them are my best sisters, and I love them so much. I know, Lazarus, I love your sisters too. Lazarus. Hey, Lazarus. Don't worry. Your sickness is not for you to die, but it is for the glory of God. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Lazarus. Come on, guys, hurry up. We need to go look for Jesus. We need to find him.
Hello friends from Genesis Remastered. We are here once again celebrating video number 26. And I'm so glad that you're here and thank you for joining us. Well, let's get on today's subject. Well, today we're going to talk about Jesus, one of Jesus' three friends. He was from Bethany, which is very close to Jerusalem. And he had two sisters, one named Martha and one named Maria. Lazarus was a friend of Jesus. Lazarus had two sisters, Martha and Mary. In Spanish, we call her Maria. Maria was very sweet. It looks like it was very sweet. The way I see her in the Bible, the way they talk about her, it was very noble, very submissive, very caring, and always willing to learn. And Maria, or Mary, she's more like I think the way I see it, the more she seems like quiet. She's like very sensitive, and she's always listening to Jesus, and she's always there by his feet. Being by your teacher's feet back then was like so important. Martha, on the other hand, she was very, I see, according to what I'm seeing, she was a little tough, and she was more like the alpha of the group, I would say, because of the things that she would say and how she would say the things and how Jesus would refer to Martha. Martha, according to what I understand from the Bible, Martha is from like a strong character. So Jesus had a very special love for Martha, for Mary, and Lazarus. And in repeated occasions in the Bible, it mentions that they would hang out together. So people knew that Jesus had a lot of love for them, and he would spend time with them. According to the Bible, they would host him in several locations. They host him in several locations. So, yes. So, Jesus and the disciples, they have to leave. And now they're after Jesus. So he leaves. But while he was gone, Lazarus got very sick. And he was so sick. Lazarus got very ill. And his sisters were very worried. But they knew that if they looked for Jesus, Jesus was going to heal him. Jesus could heal him because they have seen all these miracles before. And then, so his sisters, they knew Jesus could heal them. And they were like, well, let's go look for Jesus. Let's go find him so Jesus can come and heal him. And so they sent a messenger to look for Jesus.
Lázaro, ya mandaron buscar a Jesús.
So they send a messengers to look for Jesus, and the messenger goes and he finds Jesus. And the messenger said, hey, Lazarus is very sick, he's going to die. And Jesus said to him, the sickness of Lazarus is not for him to die, but to show the glory of God. And so Jesus stayed where he was with the disciples for 2 additional days. So Jesus did not return. He stayed another 2 days where he was at. Well, Lazarus got more sick and he died. And Jesus knows that Lazarus has died. And so he tells his disciples, you know, Lazarus is sleeping, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to wake him up. And so they thought he was talking about he going to sleep for real. And so Jesus made it very clear, no, he has passed away. He's dead. I'm going to bring him back to life. And so Jesus knew at this time that he already died. And he told his disciples, Lazarus is sleeping, but I'm not worried because I'm going to wake him up. No, he is dead, but don't worry. We're going to go back and he's going to come back to life. And so at this time they didn't understand. They're thinking that he's sleeping for real. And then he sees that they don't get it, and he's like, Lazarus is dead, but we are going to go back and he's going to come back to life. And so they come back, they return to where Lazarus was. And so by this time he's already in his tomb. And so his sisters, they're crying, they're very sad. And Martha finds out that Jesus is here now. And so she goes out to meet him, and she tells him, hey, if you would have come early, my brother would have been alive. But when Jesus comes back, Martha sees Jesus, and she says, if you would have been here, my brother would have been still alive.
Señor, si hubieras estado aquí, mi hermano no habría muerto. Mas también sé ahora que todo lo que pidas a Dios, Dios te lo dará.
And he says, your brother will be resurrected. And she goes, yes, I know, when the final time comes and we all get resurrected. When Jesus comes back with the disciples, in 4 days since Lazarus is dead. So it was very custom to put the body in the tomb and wait 4 days for the body to decompose, and then they would remove the bones and whatever was remaining. And so according to the culture and their beliefs back then, it was believed that it would take 3 days for the body to detach for the soul and spirit to detach from the body. So it was believed back then that it would take 3 days for the soul and spirit to detach from the body at that time. And so being the 4th day, it was impossible for everybody that Lazarus would be coming back to life. He was pretty dead. It's been 3 days, so his spirit's no longer there. And he said, I am the resurrection, and I am the life. And the one that believes will live, even if they die. And he asked her if she believed him. And she answered, yes, I believe you're the Messiah. I believe you're the Son of God. Then she goes and tells Maria that Jesus, it's back. And Maria runs, and all the disciples run after her. And she is so happy, but at the same time, she's so sad. And she just gets on her knees in front of the Lord, and she says, Jesus, if you would have come early, my brother would have still be alive. So Maria finds out, the sweet one, right? So Maria finds out that Jesus is back, and she runs, and she's surrounded by a bunch of people that are like making her feel good, better, because her brother passed away. And so they are, in a way, they're trying to like bring comfort to her, or not to make her feel, and they're also helping that she's not feeling lonely in such event. And so they go to look for Jesus, and when she sees Jesus, she gets on her knees, and the humble person that she was, she tells Jesus, but she was crying, and she tells Jesus, "If you would have been here, my brother would have not died."
Señor, si hubieses estado aquí, no habría muerto mi hermano.
And Jesus cried because he felt the pain that he felt the pain that she was experiencing. He felt the atmosphere of sadness, of how sad everybody was. And as the human that he was here on earth, he cried too. And then he says, "Where is the body? Where is he?" And then so they took him to where he was, but they have no idea what he was going to do. So he made a prayer, and he said, "Lord, listen to me." And then he made it clear. He clarified and then he clarified and said, "I know you listen to me, but I want them to learn how. But I know you always listen to me, but I want them to know and learn that you listen to us." And then he asked the guys there to remove the stone that was blocking the tomb where Lazarus was. And then Martha came and she says, "Oh no, Lord, it's been 4 days. It's gonna smell really bad." That was blocking the tomb. And so Martha came and said, no, that's not a good idea, because it's gonna smell. Can you imagine? It was hot, right? It was hot. The Mediterranean is very hot weather. So, and it's been 4 days. So Martha expected the body to be like already decomposing. And Jesus said, just have faith. Just believe me. So he told Martha, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you would see the glory of God?" So Jesus, and Jesus asked her again, "Don't you believe in me?" And so she says, "Yes, sir." And so he started praying, and he started talking to God, and he tells God, "You know what? Please hear me. Thank you for hearing me." But then he made it very clear, and he said, "I know you can hear me. I just want to say it like this so my friends and everybody knows that you hear us." And so that teaches a lesson, and I just think it's beautiful how Jesus is so sweet, and he wants to teach us, that we can talk to God. And that's how we, thanks to this, we can talk to God, because Jesus was a great teacher. He was an amazing teacher, and he still is. He still is. He's still teaching us. And so if we talk to the Lord, he will listen to us. And that's what he wanted us to see during that time. So Jesus calls onto Lazarus, who his body is inside, and he says, "Lazarus, come out." The phrase that we all know for years. Lazarus, come out. Come out. And then everybody, I can imagine how, everybody was looking at him, and I just think it's so beautiful, to even think that he just got up and he just came out. And then Lazarus got up and he came out of the tomb. and he still had his bandages and everything, and Jesus said, please remove the bandages and let him go. And that's how Lazarus got resurrected. I can imagine the big party, the big celebration that they created after. And so everybody saw this. This is like this is one of the last miracles. This is one of the biggest miracles that Jesus performed on earth, and it was one of the last ones before he died on the cross. Jesus is amazing, and let's not forget, just like he loved Lazarus, he loves us too. And just as he loves those three, he loves us too, and he loves you. Well, that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. It's such a beautiful day. I'm enjoying it, and I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for being in my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for supporting Genesis Remastered. Genesis Remastered, like I said in my previous video, it's my baby, and it's walking, it's learning to walk, and it gets me very, very excited. I want to say thank you to my tia Claudia. I want to say thank you to my tia Claudia because she is always willing to help me. It's such a pleasure to have her as a guest in my program. It's such a pleasure to have her as a guest in my videos, and she does it with a lot of heart, and and she's really good. She's a really good actress, so I will nominate her for an Oscar very soon. I can so see her in the red carpet. Well, anyway, God bless you, and thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you in the next video. We don't know what's coming up next. I don't have anything planned yet, but I cannot wait what God is going to let me know and reveal. So the story of Lazarus, I started falling in love with the project, and everything that I did for it, it was with such an amazing love. The love that God had for us, the love that God had for this character, and he was very, very special to Jesus, just like I am very special to Jesus. Anyway, I said bye, and then here I am talking again. So thank you so much. I love you. Bye bye.